Very genuine question about authenticity of the text that we're supposed to believe, which is divinely revealed. It's common sense tells us. We weren't there during the time of any of those prophets. Were you there? I wasn't there. Certainly not. So how do we rely on a text that has been given to us through transmission by people? So how can we be sure that nothing has been changed from the original message, if indeed it was from God to begin with? Because there's two questions. One, during the initial stage of that transmission of that text, whether it's the Bible or the Quran or Bhagavad Gita of the Hindus or the Vedas or Pali text of the Buddhists, whatever that text was, first question is, was it revealed or inspired by God? Number one. Secondly, the transmission to us over hundreds of years later, or if not thousands of years later, has it remained intact to give us the confidence that we can be sure that the text that we're reading is the text that was given? So if that text was initially understood and verified to be the words of God or revelation from God, guidance from God, and it has remained exactly intact, unadulterated, then at least, if we can establish that this text that we read today, say the Quran, if it's exactly how it was then we can say now, okay, fine. At least we can then assess its claim whether it's from God or not, because now we are sure that it has been transmitted to us in a preserved form. It still doesn't prove to us it's from God. What it does, it just shows the transmission has not suffered corruption. We can do that with the Quran. You can establish without a shadow of doubt the Quran has been transmitted with this meticulous care to the letters, dots and sounds, because it was transmitted in two main ways. Not only in writing, people writing in manuscripts, for example, but it was transmitted through memorization of the text. And what I mean by memorization, it is not like people think Chinese whispers. We are talking about a Quran given over a period of 23 years, memorized bit by bit by various people, but eventually they memorize it all. I mean, every member of most Muslim families, you'll find one who has memorized the whole of the book. And they're not even Arabs. They don't even speak a word of Arabic. Yeah? You'll find them. They have memorized every single word and letter, the sounds of this book from beginning to end. And I request you to visit one of the mosques in a week's time, because Ramadan is in a week's time. Okay? In this month, as a practice that happens in Muslim world, you will see the Quran is recited from memory in this night prayer, as well as other times. But in the night prayer, now will be like about 10 o'clock at night, right? Regent's Park Mosque is open. You can go there as a visitor, and you can sit down and watch. And you will see the Quran is recited from beginning to end, in this period of 27 days or something.
Well, you said absolutely right, I agree. But we are living in a time where the human brain is shrinking.